I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Oak Ridge Board of Education. Thank you to everyone to be here. Please join me to honor America as our Wildcat Company presents the colors, and then join me in the pledge. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Color. Fall out.
Okay. Next on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. I will entertain a motion.
Move to approve. Second.
Motion made by Ms. Webb, seconded by Dr. Hartman. Any additions or corrections? Okay, please cast your vote. Teachers vote. I didn't vote. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, next on the agenda is special reports and presentations. We're going to hold our good news till next month because today was the first day of school, and that's good news. All right, next is the public forum. The public forum is the portion of the agenda which is designed to allow anyone in attendance to address a topic that's not on the agenda. If you'd like to address the board, please raise your hand to be recognized before coming to the podium. Once at the podium, we ask that you sign in, including your email, state your name and home address for the board. All comments must be made from the podium and into the microphone so that they can be properly recorded and broadcast to our community members who are not in attendance. Each person who chooses to address the board during the forum will be given 3 minutes to fully convey their message. The board may choose to respond, or perhaps more likely, we may choose to gather additional information from Oak Ridge School staff members and respond to your comments later in more detail. If you are here to address the board on a topic that's on the agenda, please raise your hand when that topic is presented. Is there anyone who wishes to address the board during the public forum? Yes, please come forward.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Vanessa Spratlin. I'm at 201 Iroquois Road in Oak Ridge. And I want to thank you all so much for that back to school event. It was amazing. I think I had over 400 something kids of every nationality. It was the best event ever. So I'm hoping y'all can continue to do it with us in 2027. And hey, oh, I'm sorry, I got distracted and I apologize. Thank you, and I'll get off the thing.
Thank you. My name is Martin McBride. I live 954 West Outer Drive here in Oak Ridge. And I'd like to talk about the subject of $200 million of DOE school aid that I think we as a city ought to be pursuing. I've got 4 points here I'd like to make real quick. Point number 1, kudos to the Oak Ridge City Council. This last week, for the first time, we had a protracted discussion on the point. I've been at every single meeting of the council this year, save one, and I think I got a total of 2 questions as the council's mulling over this whole idea. But last week, it was a different situation. We haven't gotten to the final point with them yet, but it's a huge step forward. So many kudos to them. To review, we have one of the highest property tax rates in the state. In 25 years, our property tax rate did not drop below the 94th percentile in ranking, and that is totally unacceptable considering the amount of money that the Department of Energy has invested in this city or in its operations here. I'd estimate it'd be about $50 billion over that 25 billion year period. And that's just, we just simply can't capture it in our economy. And the reason is because of a lot of lingering DOE legacies. Good news is DOE can fix those if we get their attention on it. And first step in that, I think, should be school aid. Number 3, I'd like to point out that, remind you that Los Alamos County Schools are getting $8 million a year in direct DOE school aid, and that has been going on for at least the last 20 years. That makes it low-hanging fruit in terms of getting the conversation started about the importance of the Oak Ridge economy with the Department of Energy. Number 4, I'd like to talk a little bit about the dilemma the council faces. There are a couple of points here that I think people need to understand when I say I've been at 7 or 6 meetings this year. Number 1, there's always the question of cheerleading for the city versus publicizing a problem. And that is always a difficult thing to balance. How do you do that? Now, my feeling is the only reason I'm talking about it here is because we need to get stuff started. The council and you as elected board solve many problems, and they get brought to your attention, you move on them, and that's just a natural course. Number 2, we're talking about total tax rates, property tax rates, which involves the county. And the council is not used to thinking about its relationship to the county tax rates in that manner. It's kind of, we all like to believe we're on our own and do things. With that, I think there are a couple of other points, but I'll end it here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Martin. Is there anyone else? Seeing none, we will move on. Next is the consent agenda. The board and Dr. Borchertz attended the TSBA Summer Law Conference 10 days ago, where we learned about all the new laws that were passed regarding education. There are 17 policies on the consent agenda that have some revision related to those new laws. Since we just reviewed these policy changes at our conference, and because these changes are required by law, we are putting them all on the consent agenda for approval at once. The newest policies will be on the items for action. This should make our meeting go a little bit faster tonight. Okay, so do I hear a motion? Motion made by Ms.
Crank.
Ms. Crank, oh my God. Seconded by Dr. Hartman. Please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. So I do want to comment on the field trips because I heard 4 different board members mention we want to join the ROTC. They are going to Charleston, and they're going to sleep on an aircraft carrier, the USS Yorktown, and tour all around down there. Then in 2 years, they're going to march in the D-Day parade in France. So I think all of us want to be, I don't know, honorary members of ROTC. Yeah, senior ROTC. Okay, all right, next we're going to move on to our items for action. Item A is our state special education preschool grant. Dr. Borchertz.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of the FY27 State Special Education Preschool Grant.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Motion made by Dr. Hartman, seconded by Ms. Craven. Dr. Borchert.
This grant provides us the opportunity to continue to pay for one special education teacher and one special education TA at the preschool. The grant budget overview is attached, although the state only allocates a penny until the grant reaches final approval. This is a continuation of a non-competitive grant that has awarded us a total amount of $283,758.44 since July 2024, with totals varying slightly every year.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Next is item B. This is the Oak Ridge Schools Transportation Certificate Clearance. Dr. Borchert.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of the FY 26-27 ORS Transportation Certification Clearance.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Motion made by Ms. Webb, seconded by Ms. Crank. Dr. Borchert.
Per Board Policy 3.400, we work with our Director of Transportation each year to ensure all drivers have met the requirements set forth in the policy to drive a bus for the Oak Ridge schools. This includes a physical and mental exam. Additionally, the certificate is revoked if a driver is convicted of various offenses or is found to be unfit to operate a school bus at any time.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Next is item C. This is the FY 26-27 blanket purchase order from Home Depot. Dr. Borchert.
This was when Ellison first
First blanket.
on C.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, Ellison Supply. Dr. Borchert.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of a blanket purchase order in the amount of $100,000 for custodial supplies from Ellison Supply.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion? Motion made by Ms. Craven, seconded by Dr. Hartman. Dr. Borchert.
This purchase includes paper products, plastic liners, cleaning chemicals, and other related custodial supplies. Because these combined purchases are expected to exceed $50,000 during the fiscal year, board approval is required. The purchase will be made using cooperative purchasing pricing through TIPS contract, which covers maintenance, repair, and operation supplies for facilities and grounds.
Any comments or questions from the board? Just a reminder, the blanket purchase isn't blankets. Okay, hearing none, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, next on the agenda is the blanket purchase order for Home Depot. Dr. Borchert.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of a blanket purchase order in the amount of $50,000 for incidental purchases at Home Depot for FY 27.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion?
Move to approve. Second. Second.
Motion made by Ms. Crank, seconded by Ms. Webb. Dr. Borchert.
Over the course of the year, maintenance and operations will utilize supplies and materials from Home Depot in excess of $25,000 on multiple individual purchases for a variety of maintenance work orders. Single purchases typically are less than $10,000, but collectively will exceed $25,000 from this single vendor. Requesting that the blanket purchase order be approved to expedite maintenance activities and comply with board purchasing policies. Home Depot is currently the only local vendor that stocks the variety of materials needed to perform daily maintenance activities and is a member of the U.S. Communities Buying Cooperative, which provides a pre-qualified pricing structure for district purchases. Other vendors that may carry the needed items as a competitive price would require additional travel time, labor cost, and a delay of completing repairs.
Okay, any comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Next is item E, instructional use of digital devices. Dr. Borchert.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of Board Policy 4.215, instructional use of digital devices, first and second reading.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion? Motion made by Dr. Hartman, seconded by Ms. Craven. Dr. Borchert.
As you mentioned, Ms. Chair, TSBA created this new policy in response to a requirement in Public Chapter 808. This new state law requires boards to adopt a policy prioritizing teacher-led instruction and the use of non-electronic instructional materials in grades K through 5. There are several exceptions to the law, including but not limited to assessments, remediation, students with IEPs and 504s, and virtual schools.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, item F, outside applied behavior analysis therapy. Dr. Borchert.
Ms. Chair, I recommend approval of Board Policy 6.4053, outside applied behavioral analysis therapy, first and second reading.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion?
Second.
Motion made by Ms. Craven, seconded by Ms. Webb. Dr. Borchert.
Boards are required to adopt a policy on outside applied behavior analysis therapy per Public Chapter 1112. This new state law requires boards to adopt a policy allowing these private pay providers access to school property if they are under contract with parents/guardians and have signed a memorandum of understanding with the district. We have created a new model policy to align with these requirements.
Any comments or questions from the board? Hearing none, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Item G, addition of 1.0 FTE special ed teacher assistant at Linden. Dr. Borchert.
Ms. Chair, I recommend approval of an addition of a 1.0 FTE special education teacher's assistant at Linden Elementary School.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion? Motion made by Dr. Hartman, seconded by Ms. Craven. Dr. Borchert.
Linden's enrollment for the upcoming school year is approximately 550 students with additional student needs in special education. The additional TA would ensure that Linden is able to meet all their increased individual student IEP needs with fidelity. This TA position would be paid for out of the general fund.
Any comments or questions? Hearing none, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. Okay, item H, bleacher replacements at Jefferson. Dr. Borchert.
Ms. Chair, I recommend approval of the bleacher replacement at Jefferson Middle School by Toadvine Enterprises in the amount of $164,809.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion?
Move to approve. Second.
Motion made by Ms. Webb, seconded by Ms. Crank. Dr. Borchert.
This is a great thing for Jefferson. Existing bleachers are original to the building's 1968 construction and have exceeded their expected service life. Replacement is necessary because the current bleachers no longer meet applicable safety and ADA compliance standards. The proposed contract is based on TIPS buying cooperative contract, and funding for the project will be provided through the city CIP funds. And again, I want to thank Mr. Heeman and Mr. Pessemeyer for we invited them over to Jefferson one afternoon and said, would you walk these bleachers with us? And they also felt that this was a need. So I just want to thank the city because this is above and beyond our normal CIP.
Excellent. We really appreciate that. And I think I heard Mr. Thacker say they were going to save the wood and use it for projects over there.
That's true.
So that's exciting. Okay, any comments or questions? Please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. All right, next on the agenda is the RMS new club, the Dance Rams. Dr. Borchert.
Mr. Chair, I recommend approval of the RMS new club, Dance Rams.
Per the superintendent's recommendation, do I hear a motion? Motion made by Ms. Craven, seconded by Dr. Hartman. Dr. Borchert.
The purpose of the middle school dance team is to promote school spirit, student engagement, and school pride through performance and participation at school events. The team will perform at football games and other school functions, providing sideline entertainment and fostering a positive, energetic environment. In addition, the program will help students develop teamwork, discipline, confidence, and performance skills in a structured and supportive setting.
Any comments or questions from the board? We appreciate you all being here at the meeting. Okay, please cast your vote. Motion passes unanimously. All right, next we will move on to the legislative update. Ms. Webb?
Nothing at this time. More to come.
Okay, items for discussion. Any old business or new business?
Shout out to the IT team for this morning's smooth distribution of laptops at the high school.
Yeah, the laptop distribution at the high school, there were all hands on deck, and it happened. It was good. Okay, communications. This Saturday from 8 until 10, there's a pancake breakfast at Okies. This is supporting the Oak Ridge High School wrestling team. I hope to see you all there because I love pancakes. Then on August the 13th, the board will be visiting the preschool. And then on August 24th, we'll be back in this room. Do y'all have anything else?
I'd just like to say, I want to thank my team for getting prepared for this first day of school. It goes so smoothly, you think it's not that hard, but I can promise you, it's very difficult. And I guess most importantly, our building principals. They just do an incredible job getting ready, and they make this look easy, and just a big thank you to all of them.
Yeah, I saw some good information for the News Sentinel that showed kids at Willowbrook going in, and talked to a friend, and they were at Woodland, and they were like, it was like a party, and I hear a lot of good things. So thank you very much. This bodes well for the rest of the year. Okay, thank you. We're adjourned.